All right, sixth graders, lesson 73, exponents, and we're also writing some decimal numbers as a review. Remember, we've used this, we said this is 5 squared, and really what this is 5 times 5. We have two 5s in a row. So 5 cubed means 5 times 5 times 5. And 5 to the 4th power means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. It doesn't mean 5 times 4, 5 times 3, or 5 times 2. That tells you how many there. And these exponents that we have up here are called powers. So we say this one here, 5 to the 2nd power, 5 to the 3rd power, 5 to the 4th power is the way that we would read those. So let's try some of these here. Example 1, we've got 3 to the 4th power compared to 4 to the 3rd power. 3 to the 4th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3, it's going to be 21, 6, 7, 8. So this side will be 81 compared to 4 to the 3rd, that's 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 be 24. 4 times 1 is 4, 5, 6, so this will be 64. So we can say 3 to the 4th power is greater than 4 to the 3rd power. Example 2 just reviews using, if you have 1 followed by some zeros and they use 1,000, the prime factorization of that would be 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, and 5. And again, the reasoning for that is there are 3 zeros, so we're going to have 3 2s and 3 5s. However many zeros are will tell us how many of those we have. So that if I have 100,000, I've got 5 zeros, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 of each of these. And then we could rewrite that as 100,000 is 2 to the 5th power because there's 5 of them, and 5 to the 5th power because there's 5 of those. So in writing exponents, we just look at the 0 here. So we could do the same thing for 10,000 without, you see there's 4 zeros, so I'll have 2 to the 4th power. Because there's 4 zeros, I'll have 5 to the 4th power. So try to remember that when you're dealing with numbers with a 1 followed by a whole bunch of zeros. We can figure out the exponents. Alright, example 3, simplify 100 minus 10 squared. And 10 squared, well, over here we've got, rewrite this 100. 10 squared is 100. So 100 times 100 will equal 0. Again, this 2 tells us how many zeros have to be after the 1. We've got a 1 and then 2 zeros here. Alright, the next writing decimal numbers is fractions part 2. We're going to be changing some decimal numbers to a fraction. 0.5, remember this is a 5 and it's in the tenths place, so we write it over a tenth. And then we reduce that to 1/2. So you can say 0.5 equals 1/2. Example 5 here, right? 3.75 as a mixed number. Well, 3 will be a whole number. Now I need to deal with that. 0.75 is the same as 3/4. If I have 75 cents, I have 3/4 out of 4. So I'd write this as a 3/4, so that would be my final answer, 3 3/4. You could also remember, think of 3.75, you'd have the 0.75, that is 75 over, and the 5 is in the hundredths place. 75 over 100, and then you could reduce that to 3/4 as well. So 2 ways to think of that. One is the mental way, try to memorize them. The other way is down here. Change it into and put the place that the last number is in underneath. So I'm going to show one more there like that. Let's say we had 1 and 300.375. Again, we'd have 375 and the 5 here is in the thousandths place. And then we could reduce that. I could divide both of them by 5, and then I could divide them both by 25. So I get down to 3/8. So now I can say 1 3/8. So again, just take the decimal and change it into a fraction, with the denominator being the last place that this last number is. And then you can reduce and figure out what the answer should be. That's it. You can get started on your lesson practice, 6th graders.